within 20 years, this planet could be a vibrant paradise, literally. And I do mean that literally. It could be a vibrant paradise, like almost like movies can barely imagine how beautiful this planet could be if you guys just gave up. I don't know roughly how much, what kind of percentage, 25%, 25 to 30%. If you just said, okay, I'm willing to sacrifice 25 to 30% of what I've been getting, for my entire life, and my family's been getting for generations and generations, and for future generations, the same thing would apply. But you make the sacrifice with the direct intent of helping the planet, and that money would go to fund an amazing new concept. And of course, the government would work with you, and the government would do many things to allow your wealth to continue to grow, while at the same time allowing this planet to grow, to flourish, to be re-nurtured by the people that have been destroying it for way more than a century, but especially the last 1 century, the century of destruction. And Greta Thunberg is, thank God, a young lady like that, brave enough and smart enough to speak up and just let people know there are serious, serious, serious problems. And I'm trying to do my little part here by just talking about it would be so easy to fix these problems if the oligarchs were willing to give up 25, 30% of all future earnings, um, for the express intent of just making this a better planet. And by doing that, everyone would just have to agree, for the most part, and this would not be the law, this would not be the rule. We would start with America first. And once it happened for America and the whole world looked at us and how we were starting to glow and grow and evolve and blossom, and not only was our architecture becoming more resilient and more amazing and more powerful and more purposeful, but the nature around it allowed to flourish as part of the structures that we build in the future, and we just start doing things the best way, the right way, the only way. Everything is renewable energy, enough drilling, enough fracking, it's like, I don't know how much oil is left. I don't know if it is ever replenished or not. There's way too much science in that whole picture for me, and even worse, there's just too many lies on the internet. And I could be telling lies right now here on a Live Again 420, but I don't care whether you think I'm telling lies or not. I'm speaking my truth, the way I see the world, the way I think the world should be. And I'm going to share a lot of my feelings here on my channel known as Alive Again 420, which, by the way, very influenced by Jimmy Kimmel Live, and my favorite TV show probably of all time, even though Seinfeld and The Sopranos and The Simpsons and South Park and American Dad and Family Guy and The Orville and Star Trek Next Generation and Breaking Bad and A Love Boat and Chips and Fantasy Island and Leave It to Beaver and Andy Griffith and The Wonder Years and the original Batman with Adam West and Burt Ward and even the original Star Trek, of course, and Twilight Zone, absolutely for sure, and Outer Limits, yes, to a certain degree, and so many great shows, But out of all those great shows, it's like the one that makes me the happiest for whatever reason, because it's, I guess, the most relatable and the most real, also enough fun, while still giving me the news, the important stuff I need to know, the grim reality of this crapped out world we live in, and knowing what's going on, while glossing over it just with enough lightness where it's like you don't feel like you're being weighed down by how bad this world's become, because there's also a lot of hope on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and the stories he shared, and the message, of making it, so everybody has a chance. If their child needs medical care, and see, I'm too stoned to remember what that's called. Um, because of course Jimmy's got money. It's like, but not all. Most people don't have Jimmy's money, and Jimmy doesn't even have crazy money. It's like Jimmy's just got good money for working hard and being good at what he does. And for God's sakes, God bless him. He gets to enjoy that money and enjoy that life. And I used to enjoy a really good life. My entire life has been an A+ life. I swear to God, it's like I wish I could be back to that life, which started getting taken away from me about 15 years ago, but the real impact started about 12 years ago. And just every year over the last 12 years, I've gone down just the quality of life from an A+. We're talking 30 years of A+ every year, A+, 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 except there might have been 2 years that were like A, and they weren't even A- years. They were just A years because they had several A- months in them.